let's start off with passing up on Shedeur Sanders. I think it was a mistake because Shedeur Sanders, for me, is a starter in this league. Okay? Some of you may not believe it, and that's fine, and we can have some fun with it over the next couple of years. We'll find out if it works out for the kid, if he lands in the right place and he becomes a starter. I think he's a starter. And since you have Tua who doesn't take care of himself, you need the best possible backup, and you haven't been in that position lately. You just haven't. At least with Fitz, you can, not that Fitz is ever your answer, but man, at least you can keep the ship afloat at most of the time with him. Yeah, he's going to get you in trouble. He's not really the guy in the end, but you can win a couple games. You can win a game. You can get by half a game. He can keep you afloat like a good backup. They don't have that anymore. They haven't had that. So when he goes down, the season's over. Like, you have no shot. Like, I don't think you have a shot anyways because of McDaniel. Because I think he's proven for 3 years he doesn't know what the F he's doing. And we'll get to all of this. I'm going to give you an interesting twist to what's going on. Anyway, so I believe you have to try to have the best backup quarterback possible. Shedeur Sanders was staring you in the face. The 4th round pick. Now, here's where I'm, torn in this whole situation. But then hindsight is 2020. So I first have to be a phony and tell you I would have taken him there in the 4th round. Now, I love the trade. I freaking love the trade. And we'll get to that. I'll get back to that. Okay? Let's just mark it down. Relax. I'll get to that. I hate that you passed up on him then again in the 5th round. Okay? Whatever. If that was the Jordan Phillips pick, correct? I get it. You need another defensive tackle. This guy probably could be a rotational guy and everything. He's got it all to be a rotational guy, to be quite honest. Okay? But Shedeur Sanders might win you more games than Jordan Phillips. Might save your ass. Because let's just say if Tua does the stupid shit that he normally does and he throws his body out there and he wants to tackle somebody or take on a tackler, the stupid shit that he does, it gets himself in trouble. And he gets injured and you have nobody to win games. You're toast. But if Sanders comes off and you're able to keep shit afloat and you win a few games and you get into the playoffs or something, all of a sudden you look a lot more competent as a GM. And if he's playing well anywhere else this year for Cleveland or whatever, this will be a bad look for you if Tua goes down. So it cost you nothing. What, are you afraid of the controversy, or people are, because the media will constantly be asking about Shedeur. And obviously every moment that Tua, and any time he struggles, any moment, for a stretch, for a series, a game, 2 weeks, whatever, it's Shedeur. I get all of that. But that's the problem with the Dolphins. When you're a big boy club and you have leadership in the locker room and everything established everywhere, coaching staff, front office, all of that, you can absolve these kind of things and overcome them if your locker room is strong enough. But this is a weak locker room. So, but I personally, I think it was a grave mistake.